Hello everyone, this is Techno Dog, a channel about new products in the smartphone industry. Today, I'll talk about the new Samsung Galaxy A30s. This is the new version of the popular Samsung Galaxy A30 smartphone. Let's compare these models and determine how much better the A30s is over the A30, or whether it's even better at all. Links to stores where you can buy Samsung smartphones at good prices are in the description box below this video. If you like this video, then like it. If you don't like it, then write why not in the comments. In order to never miss a new video, subscribe to the Techno Dog channel. The design of the Samsung Galaxy A30s is not much different from the A30. All A-series smartphones are similar. The sizes and weight of the two models are almost the same. Displays are also the same size, 6.4 inches. The cutouts on the screens for the front camera are slightly different. In the A30s, it became V-shaped, in contrast to the U-shaped cutout in the A30. The frames on the sides and top of the screen are minimal. The chin can't be called small, but it looks quite harmonious. On the left, both smartphones have a SIM card tray with the ability to install an SD card in a separate slot. On the right are the volume and power buttons. Above is just a noise-canceling microphone. All other utilities are focused on the bottom edge. A USB Type-C charging port, speaker, main microphone, and standard mini jack for headphones. Most of the visible changes are on the back. There, the scanner disappeared and another camera was added. The scanner in the A30s has moved to the screen. On one hand, this is more fashionable and a somewhat more convenient solution. With this arrangement of the scanner, the phone can be unlocked when it simply lies on the table without picking it up. On the other hand, it's more difficult to use such a sensor, and it works more slowly. So, it's difficult to attribute such a scanner transfer to the undoubted advantages. As for the cameras, we'll compare them later. The back panel looks more interesting due to the appearance of a new holographic iridescent pattern, which was even given the separate name Prism Crush. There are also new colors. The Galaxy A30s is available in green, purple, white, and black. The A30 is available in blue, red, and black. In general, both models look modern. A large screen, narrow frames, and a small neckline. It all looks good. The material from which these smartphones are made is plastic with a glossy protective layer. Scratches are almost invisible on the phones, and the back panel shimmers when viewed from different angles. This looks especially original in the new A30s. One of the improvements of the Galaxy A30s compared to the Galaxy A30 was the use of a new screen. Here the word improvement isn't very applicable. The new model uses the same Super AMOLED display with a diagonal of 6.4 inches, but with a reduced resolution. Instead of 2340 by 1080 pixels, it became only 1560 by 720 pixels. Is it possible to understand the manufacturer who made such a downgrade? Probably possible. With low processor performance, the smartphone became a little faster, and the battery lasts longer. Can Samsung be forgiven for this? Here, buyers will vote in dollars. Let's see if the Galaxy A30s is as popular as the Galaxy A30. I must point out another major disadvantage. The Galaxy A30s lost the always-on display feature, which pleased users in the old model. But this is the only sad news. Going forward, we'll talk only about the good. The screens on both models are really good. A wide array of viewing angles, rich colors, and good brightness, which can be adjusted both manually and adequately adjust in automatic mode. And yet, with a large display size, the difference in resolution cannot be overlooked. This round definitely goes to the Galaxy A30. The Galaxy A30s software is not new. This is the same Android 9 with a proprietary Samsung shell, which is now called One UI. It replaced Samsung Experience and is installed on all new devices, including flagships. This is not just a change of name, but a big step forward. The shell has become more modern, convenient, and intuitive. There are rich customization options. The software has become faster to work with, which is especially important for low-performance models, which include the Galaxy A30s and the Galaxy A30. We'll talk more about performance later, but for now, let's compare cameras. The Samsung Galaxy A30s received the same camera as the older Galaxy A50 model. By the way, I plan to compare the A30s and the A50 in one of the following reviews. Please write in the comments below if you are interested in such a comparison. In general, write more comments actively about which models you want to see in my reviews. Back to the cameras. The main module the A30s received is a 25 megapixel Sony IMX576 sensor with aperture optics. The A30 camera has only 16 megapixels. The second wide-angle camera also grew in terms of megapixel count. The A30s has 8 megapixels instead of the A30's 5. And the Galaxy A30s received a third additional camera, a depth of field sensor of 5 megapixels. On paper, the difference in cameras is impressive, but in reality it's barely noticeable. The picture quality of the A30s is not bad, but it was about the same in the old A30. I would call the quality even good for a budget phone if I had not seen photos taken from some budget Chinese models. For example, the Redmi Note 7. With good autofocus and fairly accurate color reproduction, there is not enough detail. It is especially noticeable when photos are taken in low light. Wide-angle cameras in both models are generally unsuitable for high-quality shooting. The picture is blurry and has large geometric distortions. Both models shoot video well. The image is sharp and detailed. Even at night, videos turn out well, though some major noise is noticeable. The video sound is also of good quality, clear with a surround sound effect. Both models have a 16 megapixel selfie camera which shows quite decent results. The processor in the new model, unfortunately, is the same Exynos 7904, which, to put it mildly, does not shine in terms of performance. And this doesn't only pertain to powerful games, but even in the launching of applications and the operation of the interface. The smartphone has to think periodically. The old A30 does this especially often. In the new A30s, due to a decrease in screen resolution, a certain increase in performance was achieved. However, it's not too significant. If you don't find fault in the fact that the smartphones sometimes struggle to play heavy performance games, then they work adequately. But from mid-budget phones at the end of 2019, we really expected more impressive results. The phones are installed with 3 or 4 gigabytes of RAM, as well as 32 or 64 gigabytes of permanent storage capacity. The new Galaxy A30s can come with 128 gigabytes on board. As I said earlier, the memory can be easily expanded by installing an SD card in a separate slot, along with 2 SIM cards. The communication capabilities of both models are the same, and all is well with both of them. Both phones support 4G wireless networks, dual-band Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth 5.0. Samsung phones usually come installed with NFC modules, and these phones are no exception. They both come with an NFC module installed. This is a big advantage over cheap Chinese smartphone models. In regard to navigation, everything is satisfactory. Satellites are fast and geolocation is accurate. Both models have the same 4000 mAh battery. This is a good, capacious battery. And, given the energy efficiency of AMOLED screens, the autonomy of these smartphones is at a high level. The power consumption of the Galaxy A30s is lower due to the lower screen resolution, but the difference is small. The battery life is definitely enough for a day, and with economical use, it can last for a couple days. It's time to turn our attention to the reviews of real users and find out if they are satisfied with their smartphones. First, let's see what they didn't like about these models. Negative reviews. Samsung Galaxy A30s. The smartphone is completely plastic. The back cover is glossy and prone to scratches. As the memory fills up, the phone starts to slow down. The sound from the main speaker is rather weak. Samsung Galaxy A30. The phone slows down. Sometimes you have to press an application twice to open it. Quiet speaker. Sometimes hard to hear who you're speaking with. There's no light indication. Positive reviews. Samsung Galaxy A30s. Cool design. Thin frames, rounded corners, and iridescent body. There are many useful features. Vibration for missed calls, NFC, palm screenshot, etc. The battery lasts for 2 days. It's very good. Has NFC and a headphone jack. Samsung Galaxy A30. Fits well in the hand. Lightweight and practical. Large, bright screen with high resolution. The ability to install additional memory in a separate slot. Modern USB Type-C connector and contactless payment options. Time to summarize the battle. The new Samsung Galaxy A30s, unfortunately, did not defeat the Galaxy A30, which it should replace. The advantage with the main camera is negated by losses in screen quality. The release of the new A30s may be the reason for buying the A30, whose price has declined. The difference between the phones is small, so when the A30 disappears from stores, it can be assumed that users will also start buying the new A30s as well. Links to online stores where you can buy Samsung smartphones can be found in the description box below this video. That's all, folks. Like this video and subscribe to the TechnoDog channel. Then you will always be the first to know about the release of new reviews. Bye everyone!